If you want to become a copywriter or you are new in the world of copywriting, this episode is a gold mine for you. In this podcast, we discussed about what exactly is copywriting and how you can thrive in the world of copywriting and land your first client easily. And we also talked about which industry you should target first. So sit back, relax, close all your tabs and enjoy this value-packed episode. All right, guys. So we have copywriting queen with us, the one and only, straight away from Spain, Beatrice. Welcome to the show.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for this amazing intro. Thank you so much for having me as well. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here and to get to speak to you.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you so much for your time and making this possible. Straight up jumping into the Q&A round that we have. Not exactly Q&A, but yeah. So tell us about your journey of becoming a copywriter, like how it started and like your initial phase of.
Sure. It actually shifted from something else. And I'm saying that because I do have a background in advertising and marketing academically
Mhm.
wise. However, I started working in email marketing and in automation in the very beginning. So this was
Mhm.
something that I never thought I'm going to be doing because it was so different from what I thought I will be tackling marketing because it was a very strategical and more technical side of marketing. However, I ended up doing that, and that was fun for a while. But then I realized, I always had this like interest for psychology and how the human mind works, and I felt I was not using so much of that there. It didn't allow me to be super creative, and I always
Mm.
loved writing
Agree.
as well. Yeah, so from there I was like, what can I do to use those skills more? And I came across conversion copywriting, which is almost pure psychology. And I took a course in that, and I loved it. And then I took another course, and I loved that too. And soon enough, I just decided I want to take this path and follow more the conversion copywriting journey.
Hmm. Interesting, interesting. And the question that we discussed is what exactly is copywriting? Because there are many misconceptions around copywriting. So can you go deep into that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually so happy you asked this question because the first question I always get is, but what is copywriting? um, okay, so first of all, I will cover this in a second, but there's
Sure.
a big difference in between copywriting and content writing. But essentially, copywriting um, has a goal to get users to take a specific action. So is
Mm.
the art really of persuading readers to take some type of sales related action, may it be to click something, to download something, or to purchase something. So, in a nutshell, is the strategic use of words that infuses a lot of psychology and marketing rather
Mm.
than just skills with an end goal that is sales related. And here I really love how Alex Hormozy talks about this. And he says that good writing will make the reader understand, which is great, but good copy will make the reader feel understood. And here we're
Mhm.
talking about a
Wow.
different skill.
Mm.
Yes.
Interesting. Good quote, I must say.
And yeah, no, I think it covers it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And this is because when you're a copywriter, you need to use a lot of empathy rather than just writing skills. And I
Hmm.
was telling you earlier that is different from content writing in a way that content writing focuses on the creation of text that is aimed to educate and entertain the reader.
Hmm.
So from here, it might drive some sales as well, but this is not the primary focus of content writing.
Hmm.
Here we're talking about bringing value and high quality content to the reader. So yeah, this is
Hmm.
this is the main difference.
Yeah, Yeah, actually it is, because the line you said, that understand and understood, that pretty much defines what exactly is copywriting. So thank you for that. And like, we covered what exactly is copywriting, but please tell us more about the practices that one should follow in order to become a good copywriter. Like, there must be a practice, there must be observation practices. So please go deeper into that as well.
Right, of course. So are you talking about people that they are just starting, or people that they are already copywriters but they're looking to perfect that? Just to make sure I understood.
Uh Actually, I will go with second one, the second thing that you said.
Okay, cool. So people that they are already in the industry of copywriting, but they want to perfect it, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
Um, so I would say some practices, it's really nothing set in stone, but from my experience and from my point of view, I'd say always be eager to learn. Always look for more information. Always try to expand your knowledge and your skills, because it's never such a thing as we know everything, right?
Mm,
And this is not only in copywriting, but in any industry you are out
right.
there. Another thing would be to use technology to ease and test your work. So there are so many tools out there that most of them are actually for free, and they are
Mm-hmm.
absolutely amazing, and they fully and truly make a difference when it comes to good work and outstanding work. Um, and some of them are Grammarly, Hemingway app. So Grammarly is to test your copy and to see from a punctuation and grammatical point of view if everything
Mm-hmm.
is correct, is correctly flowing. Hemingway app, it's about readability and how fluid your text is, how easy to read, and it would suggest you to how to tailor it. And this one I particularly love, Natural Readers. It's basically an app that would that would read out
Mm.
loud your copy, so you would understand.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, it's exactly. You would understand how well it flows from a reader point of view when it's
Mm-hmm.
read out loud. Because
Mm.
of course we all have our blind spots, and it's very very hard after we look at a piece of copy for months or weeks to still
Mm-hmm.
notice something. So use technology when you can. It really really facilitates work. Um, Another thing would be to understand the importance of research
Mm.
and do all this
Exact.
research exactly to understand your target audience and your customers, because once you understand where they are and their pain point and what they're struggling with and where they want to be, you can come in and bridge that point A, the current situation, with the point B, which is the desired situation, and that bridge would allow you to provide a solution that is not only the solution itself, but also comes in with a lot of empathy, with a lot of understanding,
Mm-hmm.
where exactly what we're mentioning earlier, the reader
Mm.
feels understood, right?
Understood.
Um, and the final thing here would be to niche down and specialize in an industry that you truly resonate with. And why I'm saying that is because when you try to serve everyone and do everything, you'll end up doing nothing and you'll end up spread yourself thin. And I'm saying because I've done that and I made those mistakes and I've learned from them, right? So that's why I'm saying it, because I would like to for others to avoid this. So in here, when once you get to understand your niche, you will become an expert in that niche. So obviously
Right.
later on, this would allow you to charge higher for your services, because all of the sudden you are not a commodity anymore, and you're not positioning yourself with a price, but rather with the value. So it's a value based pricing rather than
Mm.
commodity, if that makes sense.
Exactly. I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
You talked about niching down. So is there any process that we need to follow in order to niche down? Like, or do we need to just explore altogether, like right, left, and center, and see that, okay, this particular industry is like booming and I like it, or I have more interest in XYZ industry. So can we talk about the process of niching down? Exactly.
Yes, of course. Sure. So the market is it's important because you don't want to. you don't want to be in a market that is not growing or is stagnant, or literally you don't want to sell ice to the Eskimos, right? So you want to be in a market that it is growing. However, I believe that you should choose that market based on who you are and what your interests are, because when you write about something that you're interested in, it's much easier to write, and obviously the quality of the copy you produce is going to be better.
Agree.
So I would say that the niching down process, it starts with the self-awareness process. First, you need to understand who you are and what you value and what you like, to be able to look for a niche that would fit uh, this interest of yours and would also allow you to bring value in that industry. So I love this concept here of ikigai. I don't know
Okay.
if you're
Yeah.
familiar with it, but it's basically this Venn diagram where anyone can take to understand where they are with their interest and passion and
Mm-hmm.
how they can bring value to the work, right? But it's basically the things that we're good at, naturally good at, the things that we enjoy doing, and things that bring value to others, and things that will bring us money as well. So your niche would be somewhere in the middle there.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, I would say this is the process. First, understanding who you are, and then making sure that this is a viable market, it's a growing
Mm.
market, so there is demand. And yeah, just take it from there, trying out things. No one ever said, and I don't agree either, that you should have only one niche in the beginning and that's it, and you don't take any other projects. No, try different things,
Try.
experiment different things, and see how it feels for you to write for that industry particularly.
Sounds interesting. And to be honest, I have followed the same process of just exploring and going into the triangle way, and again going into the triangle way, because once we explore now, we understand that which industry is paying you more, and at the same time you like it or not. So that is also
Exactly.
important. Yeah. So we pursue content writing in that way, and it is really working for us. So we are good point on that. And we talked about niching down. So let's talk about like newbie copywriters who want to get their initial breakout with the getting high ticket clients or getting clients, like how to get initial clients as a copywriter. That's my question.
Right. There are different ways that you can take. I would say the most important one, no matter where you decide to advertise your services, maybe Fiverr or Upwork or this like freelance platforms, or maybe if you don't want to use those and if you just want to do a cold outreach, on LinkedIn or different social media platforms. One thing is very, very important: networking. Always
Hmm.
make sure you build a genuine connection with your prospects or potential clients, and you don't just go to them and be like, "Hey, this is what I have to sell. Do you want to buy it?" No,
Yeah.
you want to really connect first of all, because people tend to trust people that they like. So you want to first of all create that rapport, build that rapport in the beginning, and use your networking and communication skills, which I believe they are very strong. That's why I'm a copywriter or a writer in general, right? So you can communicate, and yeah, take that superpower of communication and use it
Hmm.
in your own interest, right? So networking is one of them, and another one that really helped me a lot, and I mean, I think it's very it's very underrated, because whenever you go anywhere, maybe you go to a dinner party, maybe you go when you meet new people, always talk about what you do. Well, of course, when
Hmm.
they ask you, but wear that copywriter hat and talk about uh, what you do for a living, because even though these people might not be your prospects or your future clients, but they will remember. And whenever they would hear someone that's looking for a copywriter, they would remember your name. And this
Right.
happened to me so many times. I had people be like, "Oh, I remember you're a copywriter. Can you help me with this?" Or I have a friend that is looking for a copywriter in their business. So always, stay there with your with your title as a copywriter, and embrace it,
Hmm.
and love it. And I would say, when you're in the very very beginning, and you don't have a portfolio, or you don't have any prior work that you can show to your potential clients when they ask you for some previous work, that's all good if you offer to take some projects for free in the beginning to build your portfolio.
Hmm.
Um, just be open to this, because this will get you two very, very valuable things, and that's starting building your portfolio, and more than that, testimonials. And testimonials are huge, because people trust people,
Hmm.
and having that there would give you much more credibility, and would help you a lot to get new clients and more clients and future clients, as well as
Agree.
maybe referrals if you do a great job. So put everything you have, even though the project is for free. Don't think about that. Think about the value that brings to you, which is not necessarily monetary at this time.
Hmm. 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 Agree. Like even we have done few free gigs in my freelance writing journey. I used to take like a very small amount, and I used to say that you have to give me either referral or like recommendation letter, that kind of thing, which really helped me to build my portfolio. And like few in the future, like I run my content agency, so like that's how it's been for me. So yeah, really
Exactly. So you
interesting
you
part.
know the importance of referrals, and importance of testimonials in the very beginning. And there
Agree.
is no problem or shame in that. I mean, we're all of us started somewhere, and all of us started from a place where, of course, we didn't have experience, we had nothing. So it's a matter of building, but
Hmm.
also all of this, like, strategic tactics, let's say, would help to get there faster.
Agree. Yes. Sounds good. And if I will ask you, like, who requires copywriting services? Like, what industry, what sort of people, or what sort of like business, if I would say?
All all of them. So any sort of business on this planet needs copywriting, from selling toilet paper to selling diamonds. Any business, if you do have a website, you need copy on that website. If you have something to sell, a product or a service, you will need a sales page. um, if you send emails, those emails, of course, they're not just images, they also have copy. So any business needs copy. That's why I will never agree with the fact that, oh, there are so many copywriters out there. Yeah, but there are so many businesses out there, and the market is keep growing and growing
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
growing. So it's always going to be business, and as long as it's business, it's a need of copywriting and copywriters. So yeah.
Interesting take. And what do you think about there are so many people saying that content industry is going to be disrupted by AI or machine learning and stuff. So I want your take in this.
Well, you also work in content writing, so yes. I mean, I think it was this rumor, or like this threat of, like, oh, we're not need content writers and copywriters anymore. Well, if we look at the new at the new algorithm that Google actually it's to
Exactly.
implement,
Yeah,
there is not going to be such a thing as just SEO driven copy, or AI
exactly.
generated copy, because now how they measure the ranking, like, for you to rank higher, you need to have a very high quality and valuable piece of content that
Exactly.
reflects the needs, exactly, of your reader or of your consumer. And if this piece of content doesn't meet those requirements, it's not going to rank, no matter on the keywords or so ever. So how I see this is, as I was saying in the very beginning, technology is very important and is there to facilitate our work and save us time. So there is nothing wrong as AI generated copy, as long as you use this as a base to leverage on, or to help you with some ideas, or but not just taking it and putting it live on your website or blog or so ever, because
Hmm.
that's not powerful enough. And one thing that technology and AI doesn't have it right now, and maybe will in the future, who knows? But right now, it doesn't have that empathy part, that deep
Hmm.
understanding of the customer. Of course, because there are no emotions in robots or in
Hmm.
technology, right? So still, it cannot be replaced with human skills.
Yeah, they will always miss the human touch, I guess.
Yeah, but what do you think? Because you are in the industry.
I personally think I read about a helpful content update that Google recently launched, and that actually makes sense to me because uh, what happens now? It's AI driven content are like it's something that you type it out, you type the topic, you type, and there are few filters that you have to apply, and you will get the content, right?
Mhm.
It's good for passing the information in the base level. But if you want
Yeah,
to go more, like as you said, if you want to go more deeper into the nitty gritty of that content piece, you need to have human, right?
100%. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So as you said that obviously we can use AI driven content for more quicker work. And if we want to talk about certain topic, if we want to convey about certain topic in rapid speed, we can just type it out. Okay, copy paste, send it to them. But if we want to really pick every word and like make it more dynamic, then we will need human for sure. That's what I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. And
Yeah.
you are so right. And exactly this is what I was trying to portray too when I said the strategic use of words, right?
Hmm.
Uh, and obviously, when you value your clients and when you want to bring that value to them, you're not going to just deliver them something in 5 minutes that is the AI
Yeah.
generated and be like, okay, done. No, of
Yes,
course.
yes, yes,
So,
obviously.
as you said, yeah, it's a tool. It's not the final result.
It's a tool. It's a tool. Like one thing I also like can add here is you can even content writers can use it for initial phase of one thing that AI powered tool do is they create plagiarism free content. They create
Yeah.
original content by adding few words here and there, and it seems like it's original content in the eye of the algorithm. But at the same time, we can leverage in our favor that we can make our process more quicker and at the same time affordable for the end user, right? So yeah,
No,
this is,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is also one
You're
thing.
perfectly right.
Yeah. So yes, this is my take for this. All
Thank
right.
you.
So yeah. So, like for newbie copywriters, okay, let's say I'm a newbie copywriter. In which industry there are better and more work in terms of the overall market? Like which industry I should target first for getting started?
Right. So I don't think it's a specific industry that you should target first. As I said, it really depends on what your interests are and what you enjoy more. Because if I would say now, I don't know, the fashion industry, and maybe you don't have absolutely any interest in fashion, you're not going to be doing that, right? Because that would be a disaster. It would feel so hard for you to do that, and also you will not excel at it as someone comparing to someone that actually loves writing about fashion,
Hmm.
right? So I I I cannot say one specific industry. I would say just try and see, think about what you like first, and then check the market and the industry for that. But as I said, there are so many businesses out there, and nowadays it's an industry for everything.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So we talked about what exactly is copywriting, how to niche down, what sort of industries we should target, and like the market cap of overall copywriting industry. So I know that you are really good when it comes to copywriting, and you are also launching your program. So please tell us more about your coaching program that you are going to launch.
Thank you so much, and thanks for that. Yeah, so I've been working on this coaching and mentoring program for aspiring copywriters, and the program is broken down in 4 phases, and so it's a 16-week program, which
Okay.
will take you from what is copywriting, the common question, to I close my first client, and that's a guarantee.
Wow.
So you will have during this program access to me one-to-one, and I will literally hold your hand while walking this journey together. Uh, and you will have access to coaching sessions with me, but also to interactive support and materials that will enhance your learning. And
Mm-hmm.
as I was telling you in the beginning, there are 4 phases. So the first one is master your mindset for success. So it's just working on your mindset and set you up for success. The second one, we're going to be working on your online presence, portfolio, and all the freelance basics to get started. The third phase, it's copywriting fundamentals and all the tools and frameworks that would help you craft a more powerful copy that's conversion oriented. And
Mm-hmm.
the final one is the fun one, how I like to call it. It's sales and outreach. I
Wow.
will I will help you understand the power of sales, and I will provide you with different scripts that they are tested and they work, so you can get your first clients and sign off your first clients. And my guarantee is that with this program, you will have already closed your first clients as a freelance copywriter, for sure.
Wow, that is really interesting because right from the beginning till getting the client, so that is something like it's full of value, I guess, full of value. So kudos for that. And yeah, I
Thank
would
you.
say if you soon launch your program, I will link down in the description for someone who wants to enroll for your program. So that's for sure.
One thing to add here, it's that I built this program because I already taken this journey and I saw that there was a gap there. And why I'm saying that is because all the copywriting courses and programs I've taken myself, they were great about on teaching me what copywriting is,
Mm-hmm.
so much knowledge, so much theory. However, there was nothing there to teach me how to freelance, and I had to wrap my head around so many videos and reading on the internet on how to send invoices, how to make contracts, how to find clients, and actually all these questions that we went through together today. It took me a lot of time to understand how to freelance, and this was a separate skill from copywriting. So that's why I wanted to build something that is an all-inclusive program that is teaching you how to become a copywriter, but not only that, also how to become a freelancer and how to have your
Mm.
first clients, find them and close them. And yes, anyone that is interested to know more about it, or they want to make a change, they want to find that freedom as a freelancer, they are more than welcome to DM me. I'm on LinkedIn. They can always find me there, and I'm happy to talk more about it there. We're gonna
Sure,
have the
sure.
first cohort next month already, so that's in 15
Okay.
days.
Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations for that. And I will link down
Thank
all
you.
the links, important links, in the description. So yes, it was wonderful session, and to be honest, I learned a lot because I'm not too much into copywriting, and it was a 101 session for me as well. So being a podcast host, I'm lucky.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for doing this.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, and it was so great to be here. And yeah, I really appreciate being on the podcast.
Thank you so much.